在分好组后，周黄、敏君和我从系上老师那里得知，今年3月初在南港展览馆刚好有个国际自行车展，非常符合我们期末专题的内容，所以我们派出了小记者敏君前往一探究竟。哇，可以看到现场的人数真的是非常的多，有许多来自世界各国的脚踏车品牌。在现场也看到有非常多的国内外人士在选购脚踏车产品。最后，敏君带回了一些展览的册子，其中一本《Typo Show Daily》成了我们后来完成报告的关键。里面总共有3种语言，我们发现的当下便觉得可以从它的发行单位下手，所以敏君、周黄和我各自联络了1位编辑、1位总编和发行人。我们很幸运地得到发行人 Tom Cavanaugh 先生的同意，回应了我们提出的问题。
I started working in publishing full-time around 1990 when I became editor of a trade magazine in Tokyo. I originally took the job in Tokyo only as a means to improve my fluency in Japanese after studying full-time in Japan. My mother tongue is English, but I also speak Irish, not great, and some French. Also Japanese, obviously. I worked for several years as a full-time translator, Japanese to English, and that experience has been useful with the show dailies in Taipei as I can check the work of translators. I have a lot of specialized vocabulary used in the bicycle industry that general translators may not know. I have not worked as a translator for a long time, but I think I was quite good at translating the sense of Japanese text. That is, there is no point in direct translation of Japanese text. You have to take the whole sentence, or perhaps whole paragraph, in first, then regurgitate using idioms, etc., that capture what the writer is saying. With Japanese, writers can be very indirect and not explicit at all. The publisher has to make sure the project makes enough money to pay everyone and hopefully make a profit. There is always a balance to be struck between the needs of the reader, information, trustworthy reporting, and entertainment, and the needs of the business. In Asia, advertisers expect to get editorial coverage, but we try our best to maintain editorial independence. For example, we may do a story about a competitor of one of our advertisers, if it's interesting. From doing it a long time, it took some time for advertisers to understand how we work, but they realize that readers like and trust the content. So that means their ads are more effective. There is still a future for print publications with high standards, but it is tough. I have another company producing mobile apps for events, and the economics are much harder. Advertisers still pay a lot more for print ads. Despite all the advances in MT, humans are still irreplaceable for real translation. So I think there is a good future. One way to succeed, at least in my experience, is to specialize in a field, learn the vocabulary, and get an understanding of the concepts involved. That could be a way to get higher pay rates and steady work.
谢谢 Tom 先生的热情分享，我们才能够顺利的完成这次的采访。还记得一开始，敏君和我们一起接触展览，到今天完成一份完整的期末专题。过程中，我们无时无刻不在学习。谢谢老师、同学和所有人的帮助。小记者敏君、周黄、玉琪，我们期待与您再次相会。